When running for the Lord leads you to thirst.
After the water brooks, he's talking about a deer. A deer that has been running, a deer that may have been hunted, a deer that may have been just playing, but a deer running has become exhausted, has become thirsty. And now all of a sudden, we see the situation where he yearns for something to drink. That's a blessing, Elijah. It really is a blessing, a true blessing, that as the heart panteth after the water brooks, so panteth my soul after thee, O God. It matters that we have a strong desire for the Lord. Now, everybody not going to catch it. Everybody don't really have a desire, because everybody hasn't went through that storm. Everybody hasn't suffered. Everybody hasn't been in a position that if I don't get to God, then I don't know how I'm going to make it. This is for somebody who understands what it's like. We came out of the pandemic, but there are some of us that yearn to be in the house of God. There are some of us that when storms came, if we could just get to the altar. There are situations that came that we called on God to be there. There are some of us that just yearn for the praising of God. Some of us that when we make it to church, that's how we make it through the week. When we get to the house of God, we realize and recognize that we get a chance to take a break. When we get to the house of God, we realize and recognize we're not in control. When we get to the house of God, we're reminded that there is a Savior. David is on the run at this particular time. King Saul is looking to kill him. King Saul has people that are looking out to find out where is David so I can kill him. Because of his own jealousy, because of his own anger, because of his own insecurity. And at the end of the day, Saul was upset because he didn't get the fulfillment of his opportunity. I often say, be mindful of someone who never got their opportunity. They'll never want to see you get yours. I've seen older siblings that didn't get a chance to fulfill what they wanted, so they neglect the younger siblings, and they don't want the younger siblings to achieve what they're going to achieve because they feel like I didn't get what I was supposed to get yet, and it's still my turn. We are stuck in a my turn syndrome with so many individuals. The Bible talks about this thing because it says they will be lovers of themselves more than the lovers of God. So I'm not talking about everybody, because somebody don't understand what it's like to have God to be that water when you're thirsty. Somebody don't understand what it's like to have God heal you and deliver you. Somebody don't understand what it's like for God to regulate your mind when you don't know what to do. Somebody don't know what it's like when you're feeling all alone in a room full of people, and if the presence of God just happened to sit next to you, it changes things. Somebody don't understand, and if we don't change something, there is a generation that's going to miss out. Some people don't know what it's like to have real love. Some people don't know what it's like to have a real friend. Some people don't know what it's like to have a real conversation. Some people don't know what it's like to have real confidence, because it's hard to deal with a real devil when you're surrounded by fake friends. It's tremendously hard. And it's hard to do something you've never seen somebody else do before. If you've never seen somebody say, I'm going to hold out and wait for God, it's hard for you to do it. It's hard for you to have hope in God when there's a hopeless situation when you've never seen somebody else do it. It's hard for you to be able to see somebody who don't know what it's like to say, I'm not moving until God moves me. We have to see that. Hosea 4:6 crossed my mind, and I talked with God about that. He says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. But if we read that, it's because we're not teaching people about God. We're so busy telling our own horror stories. We're so busy trying to fantasize somebody else into getting the next dollar, the next car, the next house. We don't tell them how to get the next breath of air from the God that created them in the first place. It's time out for that. It's time to go to a place where you can talk to God for real, where you can have a relationship with God for real. And unfortunately, we have a group of leaders that never trained anybody to follow them. I submit to you, a true leader replaces himself. As long as I'm able, I'm always trying to teach somebody how to do what I've done, because I don't know when it's my time to go. We have to make sure somebody can continue, because we don't have a personality-driven church. We have a purpose-driven to live and move a certain way so that somebody can say, hey, I see what he's doing. I like what he's doing. I don't know how he's doing it, but I'm going to talk to him. And I have to be accessible to them to show them how this went and what I'm doing and how I did it, so that when it's your turn, I'm blessed to have one of my sons to work with me pretty much on a regular basis. And I'm constantly telling him, this is why I made this decision. This is why I made that decision. And this is how you do this. And he's watching me to see how I react to different situations with different clients and different atmospheres and different neighborhoods. And he has to learn, because I keep telling him, one day, if you choose this, you're going to need to know how to do it. I don't tell him you have to do what in the old days, whatever the father did for a living, you did for a living. Which can be scary if you ain't careful. Because you have to ask yourself, when it comes to God, I'm talking to church folk now, I didn't say Christians.